Baby.
Baby.
It's 3 a.m. I must be hungry. Welcome to 3 a.m. Junk Food, where we pillow talk about movies. I'm Eric. This is my hetero life mate, Antonio. And today we're trying a new segment on the show. What we're going to do is we are trying our first episode of Drink the Kool-Aid, where we review a cult classic movie. And this week, what we're going to be reviewing, because it is the 20th anniversary of this movie coming out, we are going to be reviewing A Knight's Tale. A Knight's Tale is the story of a peasant who becomes a squire. His knight that he is squiring for dies, and then he ends up taking his place, and they realize that they can make a whole lot of money. And then but what ends up happening is he becomes more enamored with the idea of being a knight and feels like he could have been a knight all along. This movie came out in 2001, starring Heath Ledger, Alan Tudyk, Rufus Sewell, Shannon Sossamon, Mark Addy, and Laura Frazier. Antonio, how did you feel about the movie?
So I haven't seen Knight's Tale ever in my life, except for like last year randomly, because my wife mentioned it's super awesome because she loves Heath Ledger because he's super dreamy and stuff. She especially liked him in 10 Things I Hate About You, which led her into watching...
Extremely dreamy.
It's very extremely dreamy. So when I first noticed... Tangent, I guess, already. When I first noticed Heath Ledger, I'm like, okay, he's ugly. All right, that's fine. Whatever.
Ugly.
He's good for him. I don't care, right?
Not ugly.
But then, well, hold on.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, then I started watching his movies, and then I realized I think it's his personality that makes him like fucking gorgeous. Because and now I'm kind of in love with him, and obviously it's sad. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so
It wouldn't be.
So I watched
He's a gorgeous man.
I watched Knight's Tale last year. I was really caught me off guard because it's very unique in various ways.
Yeah.
Here, I'll let this guy break down. How is it unique?
So I don't know whose idea it was.
Wait, hold on, shit. Wait, we didn't even talk about the cult thing, right?
I did. In the
did
intro.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm
Wow,
drunk.
you're doing great.
I'm fantastic.
All right. So what makes this movie kind of interesting and kind of what hurt it at the box office when it first came out was it was a modern sports movie set in medieval England. It has all the tropes of a modern sports movie. It has the rock music, the stadium rock music, like all of the We Will Rock You and all of the Queen music, and it feels like a sports movie, overcoming being poor and becoming a knight and everything. It feels like a sports movie, but it's, like I said, set in medieval England. It's completely insane. It has modern music. It has a lot of modern clothing and a lot of modern dialogue.
They dance to a modern song.
They do.
It really throws you off, but it works, I think.
Like they do this whole monologue of, this whole montage of them training to learn the dance sequence, like the proper dance, and then they don't. And then they just do...
They wing it and it works because...
They wing it and it works.
It's a teenage coming-of-age film set in high school, but it's not.
This movie had no place coming out in 2001. It was way ahead of its time.
I think it perfectly morphed the two genres of high school film and medieval film.
It was a medieval film, sports film, high school film, all somehow mixed perfectly into one with an incredible cast of people. With an incredible cast. Except for Shannon. Dear God. I'm sorry.
I chose her
love
because
her.
she's very attractive.
She is extremely attractive.
She's very attractive.
Very.
But there's a certain part of the movie where it's very emotional, and it just kind of falls apart for me
like
because
she couldn't.
she's so wooden.
It's like she could. Well, I was going to say it's like she can't make herself cry, maintain her accent, and emote all at the same time. I get it. It's hard. It's hard to be a person.
Yeah.
But sometimes
it's hard to be a person.
It's kind of your whole job as an actor. Everybody else in the movie managed to do it.
I'd like to hire you as a person.
No. Oh, well, too bad.
This seems like you're just
Can't
hiring
do
me
that.
because I'm attractive. Okay, you caught us. So just be that, I guess.
I'm going to get my gripes out of the way now because
All right.
I just want to dote on this movie and tell him about how amazing and how much I love it. But I'm going to get my gripes out of the way right now. So I already said my thing about Shannon Sossamon and her acting. I want to talk about her wardrobe for a second.
I like her wardrobe.
Nothing about the movie was period appropriate. That was not what this movie was meant
Nerd.
for. Shut the fuck up. That was not what this movie was meant for. But why was she wearing Asian-inspired clothes in medieval England?
It was 2001, you could do that. It's not cultural appropriation back then. Well, it wasn't widely known to be that.
But, like, why did she look like she went to, like, Party City and she got, like, a sexy Shaolin monk Halloween costume?
Hey, maybe
and that's
she's
what
part
she
Asian.
got. Maybe she is, but you wouldn't be in fucking England. In, like, I don't know.
The movie set. It doesn't tell you, right?
1500, something like that? 10? I don't know.
They had jousting in England?
Whenever Chaucer was alive. Oh, that's
I didn't know about Chaucer.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I didn't
Canterbury
notice.
Tales.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's fine.
I'm an uncultured swine.
It's true, he is.
I'm going to try to say that in every video from now on.
He is an uncultured swine.
Just introduce me as that from now on.
From now on?
In the beginning, that's my name, uncultured swine.
Yeah. From now on, you're introduced as uncultured swine, Antonio, and I'm smart guy who knows everything.
I'm sorry, attention again. Please continue.
No,
whatever you're
please.
saying.
That's fine. I'm drinking Kool-Aid and talking about A Knight's Tale.
Drinking Kool-Aid. Can I say some gripes?
Please.
Okay, so, okay, off the top of my head, yeah, I've already mentioned that Shannon's acting, it really kind of let me down because the whole movie is so good for so many different ways.
Yeah.
And Shannon, whatever her last name is, sorry,
Fine.
she's very pretty, and I like that. That's cool.
She's very attractive.
But the acting from so many other amazing actors, like Paul Bettany and Alan Tudyk and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Heath Ledger, they're too good. So when you have like an imbalanced acting thing, then it doesn't work and it pulls you out.
It really...
But so much is good.
Oh, this movie is...
It's got so many montage, like sports type, like Rocky kind of thing,
exactly.
Karate Kid kind of
thing,
of him jousting and
learning to joust. Yeah,
I don't know who's in charge of like the camera angles and stuff, but like where it's got like it's got the focus on the end of the spear coming at the camera and it's going back and forth.
It's called a lance. Hello.
I called it. What I call it, spear.
Yeah,
that's fine.
By the way, that's a line from the movie.
Is it really? It's called a land. Oh
it's
yeah, that's right. Because it's talking about fighting with sticks. Yeah. I remember that part.
All right, continue with your gripes.
Okay, so continue with
or
gripes.
Whatever the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah. So, man, off the top of my head, really just Shannon. That's really my only gripe because I like this movie a lot for many reasons. I'll go back to this guy for gripes.
That was it. I don't have any more gripes.
This movie's good.
Montages. It feels like okay. So. I watched it again last night to kind of prepare for this video, and
I watched it today.
And it reminded me why I loved this movie so much. There's so many good things about this movie. Heath Ledger is fantastic.
Pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah. A lot of people, their first introduction to Paul Bettany was, I don't know, Vision.
Well, they wouldn't even know because he's got a costume on. They don't know who the heck he is.
This was I remember when I first saw this movie, this was the first time I saw Paul Bettany. And my God, is he amazing in this movie.
He killed it.
He plays Geoffrey Chaucer, who's basically his hype man. He basically announces, like, every knight who is about to compete in the jousting has a guy who comes out and talks about them, who they are, who their family is, what they've done. And Chaucer just comes out for this dude and just tells these long-winded, incredible, falsified stories of everything he's done. And the crowd just start to eat it up. And it's just so wonderful because, like, the other two guys who are with him just start getting so frustrated with him because he's taking too long. And,
but it's so impressive. I almost feel like that wasn't even necessary. I guess he's just trying to like make it more believable that he's an actual person and not just some made-up thing. That's the point, right? Or is it just for fun?
It's just for fun.
It's nice.
It's just Chaucer.
That's how I took it as. I took it as him just trying to like make it more believable.
Whoever wrote this movie, all of the Chaucer parts are incredible.
But also I feel like there's multiple lines in the movie that are, oh man. My favorite part of the movie was when they're writing the love poem.
Yeah, that's a really nice part.
So, like, basically, Heath Ledger's character is trying to figure out how to write this love poem for Shannon What's-Her-Face. And,
Jocelyn. Just say Jocelyn. That's the character's name.
Sorry, Jocelyn. What's his name? Heath Ledger's name?
William.
That's right, William. Okay, so William and Jocelyn. Okay, so William's trying to write this love letter to her because they've been apart for various reasons. And they each one of the characters in that little posse of main characters just thinks of this really sad story that's based off of love and loss, and they each impart just such a emotionally heavy part of this poem, which kind of ends up being a detriment because he has to respond to the poem. It's
such a well written part of the scene because in the way that one, it develops the characters who are talking and like while they're writing this letter, it develops the other side characters, and also while also furthering the love story between the two main characters. It's just so well crafted. I also want to talk about all of the jousting scenes are so good.
I get hyped for each one.
Yes. If you've ever watched a football movie, whenever somebody gets hit really hard, or they complete a pass, or score a touchdown,
feel the hits.
You feel every hit.
I don't. Like you're getting hit in the chest.
I don't know who the stunt coordinators were or what.
You're getting hit in the chest over and over again.
God.
Or the face. Take your helmet off. I can't because it's dented
into my face.
Wonderful line. The writing of this movie is amazing.
My lord, I cannot remove my helmet because it is dented to my face.
Are we going to get like a medic or something? No.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
I love it. Here's what's great about 2001. In 2001, also in medieval England, but likewise, we didn't know about concussions. And it was clear that nobody cared about concussions because people were getting just knocked the fuck out.
What's the head trauma that everyone knows now?
CTE.
There you go, CTE, yeah.
Yeah, clearly that was not an issue.
They definitely all had CTE.
They all had it. There's no way they didn't. They were all getting blasted in the face and the chest.
So I legit didn't know, that like these are guys that are fighting in wars, and they just also do this because they're nobility, obviously. I never really thought about that.
Whenever it's peacetime, they do this as like a... thanks. Whenever it's peacetime, they do this as like bragging rights and making money and maintaining their nobility, stuff like that.
Our celebrities now should do that.
Joust?
Yes.
They box. Does that count?
Oh, that's true.
That's what it is today.
I want to see Kim Kardashian and LeBron James joust.
Well, we saw Logan Paul fight in a fight. Does that count?
No. I think a lot of people...
For a while...
Go to America. Do you want to see Kim Kardashian get hit in the chest with a lance?
By LeBron James. Sounds like the next sex tape with Kim Kardashian. LeBron James with his lance. Just blasting Kim Kardashian.
Sex tape. Oh, fuck yeah, LeBron James sex tape. Woo. Oh,
hey, check in the description below this video and you'll get a link to the LeBron James, Kim Kardashian medieval times sex tape.
Yeah, we're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen. I don't know how. I'll figure it out. Maybe it'll be animated.
YouTube channel. We're not very popular.
We're not very popular.
We're going to make it happen.
We have just like a handful of subscribers.
I'm all about goals. When you're goal-oriented, you can make things happen.
You can do anything.
You can do anything. Like make them joust on camera. Or have a sex tape.
Or that.
So what else did you like about the movie?
I already talked about the cast. I thought Rufus Sewell, who played the villain, there is an art to playing a truly despicable person. A person, all you want to see happen to them is get punched in the face. Or
the look on his face kind of helps.
It didn't hurt.
That weird... one eye is like falling down.
One eye was like pseudo closed while the other one was wide open.
Stroke. You should probably see a doctor.
He's fine. That's fine. Too many jousts.
You like messed up his thyroid or something, or messed something in there. Not thyroid. What would be the thing that messes up your empathy or whatever? I've heard about this. If you get like hit in the head wrong, you just turn into like an evil person. They've like dissected brains, and I'm way off topic. Sorry. They've looked up serial killers' brains and realized that the reason they were serial killers is because they had a head injury, and it like messed up their balance. So a lot of the villains we think of like, oh, they're just twisted evil bastards.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, he had a head injury from jousting. See,
that's what it is.
Lance to the face.
See, if we got rid of high school football, the entire series Criminal Minds would not exist because it'd be fun. Everybody would be okay.
We brought it back somehow. Sorry, folks, what we did.
All the way around.
We're getting better at this. Third episode. Woo!
Anyway, but yeah, a truly despicable villain is
not
the easiest thing in the world to pull off.
For me, it's just look on his face.
It didn't hurt. It didn't help. Some of the things they said.
They kept using that little the little monologue.
You have been
you
weighed,
know it, don't you?
You have been weighed. You have been measured, and you have been found wanting.
And it happened 3 times in the movie.
He says it to him,
and it was pretty cool.
I loved the way that they drew out them actually going one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
And it was like every time he might get a chance to go one-on-one with this guy. And it's crazy because, like, all he wants to do is beat him. He doesn't care about winning anything else. He wants to beat that guy. And that guy keeps finding ways to weasel out. Or when he finally does get to go one-on-one with him, he cheats.
I feel like based clearly off the movie, he has more stake in that guy than Jocelyn. And I think Jocelyn sees it, and that's why she's like, just lose. Because
that scene is amazing.
Yes.
So there's a scene
Wonderful.
in the movie where Jocelyn, to prove his love for her, she wants him to lose. So he just stands there and continues to get just fucking destroyed.
He's not standing.
He's on a horse.
He's sitting.
Whatever. But he's getting destroyed. Like, every single match.
How can you be relaxed and get hit with a
just getting
Lance,
blasted.
Amazing acting.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Losing.
Losing? Why? I don't know.
For a woman. For a
Dude,
woman.
he's just killing it just constantly in the whole
And
movie.
then she comes back and is like, she wants you to win. And he's like, okay!
Before she says that, she goes, she wants you to do something to prove your love. And he's like, I know. He's so frustrated because he's gonna keep doing it because he loves
He's getting
her.
his, like, shoulder reset.
I'm really glad we don't do that so nowadays. There's like this horrible giant screw thing
It's
that just
like a
screws
fucking
your
torture
arm.
device. It's supposed to reset his shoulder. I'm like, how is that doing that? It
You're hurting him more.
You're making it worse.
You need modern medicine really bad.
Does anyone have any leeches? I feel like we need some leeches.
You gotta drain his blood.
What? We'll get all the bad blood out and then replace it with good blood. How are we going to replace it with good blood? I don't know.
Have you guys seen The Dark Knight Rises? No, that movie hasn't come out in 500 years. We gotta hang him by a rope and punch the middle of his spine. It'll fix him right.
I mean, that's not the movie we were doing, but now that you've brought it up, that's fucking stupid.
I looked it up. That just causes more damage.
That
doesn't make it better.
Anything.
No,
you cannot fix your spine by punching it.
You're just not going to fix your spine. You can slow down the problems.
It's like fucking Floyd Mayweather as your chiropractor.
All right, so
you're just going to punch your spine until it works right.
All right, so,
all Christopher Reeve needed after he fell off that horse was Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao or some professional boxer just punch him in the throat. And now he's oh, wow, I can play Superman again.
Hey! All right, so,
anyway.
But yeah, if you like poetry, if you like Shakespearean, just whatever.
Those are not good.
Good to know. We're not doing this again, apparently. So good to know. This is just sugar water with food coloring. It's got a little bit of flavoring, but it changes. It tricks the mind into thinking it's a certain flavor by the color. Same thing to do with Skittles.
Blue raspberry. No, it isn't.
It's just sugar water.
Sugar water.
This is crap.
I could put this.
Give it to kids. They don't know shit.
I could put this on a hummingbird feeder.
What's that, Jordy? You want a blue thing? I want a blue thing, Dad. There you go, you idiot. Drink that.
Let me see if these are any better. You keep talking.
All right, so Shakespearean, poetic. The dialogue is absolutely amazing. I don't even. He knows, but in the beginning it says, written, directed, and produced by this guy. And I was very impressed because I was like, holy crap, it's the same guy. That always impresses me if you can write and direct and produce.
This fucking idiot thought that it was all written, directed, and produced by Geoffrey fucking Chaucer.
Because he said Geoffrey Chaucer, I was like, oh, that's the guy that did all the things. And you're like,
Geoffrey Chaucer wrote Canterbury Tales in like 1300.
He's been dead for hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
Yeah, but
he was a character in the show.
His name has 2 names, and the guy I saw has 2 names.
Everyone has 2 names!
Some guys.
Everyone has 2 names!
Except for Prince.
Except for like Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Prince. Or the artist formerly known as Prince. That's a whole bunch of words.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Hey, but that was to stick to Sony. Hey, I'm watching you, Sony. I know what you're doing.
Don't slouch.
Stop advertising for Sony in your movies. It's just an excuse for advertising for things, but actually make good movies. But anyway.
Nobody cares about you, Sony.
Fuck you, Sony. Oh,
stupid.
shit. I made a mistake. Whatever, I'm already said it.
All right.
Don't edit this out. Fuck you, Sony. Feels good.
Why'd you make a Venom movie without Spider-Man? What are you doing?
Oh, you know what I realized about this Venom thing is Spider-Man's in here just distracting everyone from how awesome Venom is.
I'm gonna make a movie about the Riddler. Is Batman in it? Nope!
Alright, so I wrote this Venom script, and it's really fucking boring. Tom Hardy. Is that his name? Yeah, I just put Tom Hardy in there. What the hell is he gonna do?
Like
you just wait. Just wait.
We were talking about A Knight's Tale.
Alright, so honestly what really got me was the... we're
better.
gonna do back in... Kool-Aid's, yeah, throw that in the fucking...
This is way better.
Throw that in the Sony Studios executive boardroom. Because it's a fucking dumpster.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I don't know what studio made this movie.
So yeah, so
A Knight's Tale.
So just real quick for me,
go
freaking
ahead.
Paul Bettany,
Yes.
the one guy who was in the Cowboy Space movie, his
What?
Cowboy Space show.
What?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the one that led to Serenity.
Are you talking about Alan Tudyk?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk's in the movie.
Yeah, anyway, Alan Tudyk was amazing.
is
Paul Bettany's amazing.
awesome.
Heath Ledger's amazing.
Yes.
Shannon, what's her face? I don't care about her last name. She sucks. She's very attractive, but she's just not very good. And she shouldn't be in this movie because she doesn't fit, obviously.
She was a big
The
deal
villain.
in the 2000s.
What was the villain's name?
I don't remember the character's name, but
Ha!
the actor's name
No,
was Rufus Sewell.
I just care about that. Yeah, Rufus Sewell was really freaking
awesome.
good. He was in other movies. I recognize
shit!
him, but
I almost forgot. One of the best parts is the prince. The prince who fakes his identity.
yeah.
He fakes his identity.
Well, that was. I want to talk about that
Oh,
actually.
he's so good. James Purefoy plays him.
Wait, why was? Oh my god, I suck at everything. I just pierced right.
Anyway, so James Purefoy plays the Prince Edward, and he's the crown prince. He basically is just like the MacGuffin to fix everything at certain points during the movie. We found out you're not really a knight. Knight.
He's the Deus Ex Machina. That really bothered me, by the way. I actually found...
Well, he had a reason to want to help him because this guy was actually willing to protect and save him. He could never get a good fight out of anybody because everybody was terrified to hit the crown prince. But this guy wasn't. William wasn't. And he respected that and felt like he deserved to be a knight. That character...
I agree with.
Yeah, that character was amazing.
What was that guy's name again?
James Purefoy. He's been in a lot of things. That's the actor's name. Prince Edward was the character.
Yeah, right. But anyway, what else? Oh yeah, so I was thinking about something. Oh dang, I lost my train of thought. So with that whole thing, when he knighted him or whatever, first of all, I was like, oh crap, people are gonna think that he's probably royal blood because that's happened in movies so often in the past. I'm sure you've noticed that. We're at the end, some Spaceballs and
oh yeah,
crap like that. Oh, it turns out you're royalty. We just found out. And I'm so used to that. So I was like, wait, is he actually royalty? I looked up because I'm an idiot. And no, that's why he said if you question me, I'll He didn't say it, but basically, if you question me, I'll kill you.
Pretty much.
But I was just hoping, that's what I was thinking about. I was hoping, the crowd, when they heard that, were just, murmuring to each other,
I don't think he's really royal, Tony.
No, just you know what? It's kind of, our government's gotten, really corrupt nowadays. They're just making non-family members nobility? Can they do that? That's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I feel like this government's... Yeah, so then it's obviously at this point is when the government just started going downhill.
So to recap everything, incredible cast, really good story, and if this movie had come out in 2020 with the blending of modern music with medieval society, it would have made so much more money. It definitely would have.
They're already remaking this movie. They remake every movie. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but it's already worse though. They've decided to make every single character a woman, which works, I guess.
Sure.
But it just doesn't really work for the period.
Anyway,
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, great movie, really fun, full of heart. It feels like a sports movie, like every other feel-good sports movie you've ever read. You're gonna jump up at certain parts because you're gonna be so enjoying it so much. Decent love story.
I really like the love story.
Yeah, I thought it was well done.
I thought it was one of them.
So if you haven't seen it, definitely, I hope you take into account what we've said about it and really watch it.
I know it's old, man.
It's
old,
20
years old.
It's dated, but it's still, I think...
Heath Ledger.
I think it holds up, and I think it's really good. So you should definitely check it out if you get the chance.
And Paul Bettany's butt.
And Paul Bettany's butt.
It's important.
It's very important. Anyway, so that is...
Do you want to give a score of the Kool-Aid thing?
Yeah, I'm going to give this movie, out of 5, I'm going to give it 4 Kool-Aid Mans. 4 oh yeahs. It would get...
Out of 5?
Out of 5. It would get 5 oh yeahs if it wasn't for Shannon Sossaman. But anyway, so that's the first video of our...
Wait, I didn't give a rating yet.
Oh, give your rating, please.
All right, so this gets 0 Kool-Aid bursts because these things suck. But this
those are bad.
This gets I don't know, probably like a
How many Kool-Aid?
7.5 to 8 of these Kool-Aid
Jammers
out of 10. There you go. It's pretty good. Watch it because it's basically a love story / high school story / jousting medieval story. So it's a pretty cool, pretty cool mix with really good, beautiful poetic dialogue.
Absolutely. So if you guys like what we do here and you like our Kool-Aid, our Drink the Kool-Aid videos for cult classics, if you like our reviews, if you like what we do on this channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. We love reading your comments. Things we can do better, things that you'd like to see us do worse. I don't know. You might be weird. Anyway.
We swore.
We did swear.
How was that? Was that weird?
Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next week.